Whoa!
Oh, this is weird and wacky and totally goes against what I originally had planned for our intro.
Okay. There's probably some weird sounds going on from
I imagine so.
Anyway, hello.
What's up, everybody?
So weird.
Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 187, the episode that is murder. Because 187 is a California code for homicide.
Oh!
And it's in a lot of hip-hop songs. Perhaps,
cool.
You know the famous deep cover theme by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
No.
187 on an undercover cop. Yeah. I'm hip. I know the streets.
Anyway, hello, George. Hello, Grant. Hello, Eric. Hello, Aiden. Hello, AJ. Hello, Carla. Hello, everybody.
Hello, anyone and everyone who is here. In addition to it being episode 187, it is also the 30th anniversary of the Game Boy.
Which is why we look so weird. And this is the whole 2-hour podcast is going to be this.
Yep. Hope you like pea soup. Because that's where you're looking at it through.
Just kidding. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, but you should see how this is set up.
It's quite a wonder.
It is so wacky.
So we have, this is my bright idea, because we got to talk about the Game Boy.
We do. Of course we do.
I have my Elgato HD 60S plugged into my computer. I got that plugged into the FrameMeister. The FrameMeister plugged into the GCHD, which plugged into the GameCube, which has a Game Boy Advance player on it, and it's got the modified Game Boy Advance player.
Yes.
So that it's like the right resolution, and I got a Game Boy camera that's propped up on a chair. The whole GameCube is sideways.
Yes.
But it's okay, because the disc isn't spinning, I don't think, anyway. Okay, well. All that for that opening shot here.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, how great. This is the first ever live podcast from a Game Boy camera. You should be a lot more excited than you are right now. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about the Game Boy. We got to talk about Smash Brothers' new update. We got to talk about Hero, new character in Smash Brothers. But first, I wanted to eat the mint chocolate chip Oreos, but I ate them all already, and they're great. So too bad. Well, you also don't like mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, but I would have tried a new Oreo, regardless of flavor.
I'm so sorry, Will. But also we have something else to talk about.
Yes, it is the end of July and August is starting, so that means we got new games coming for PS Plus and Xbox Live Games with Gold, my friends. And finally, they're back on a regular schedule. So yeah, if you are subscribed to PS Plus or Xbox Live Games with Gold, you get some free games coming this month. And it's an interesting month on both sides.
Is it now?
Yes. We got some high quality titles, I would say.
Ooh, okay. All
yes. Right. So on the Sony side of things, if you are subscribed to PlayStation Plus, you get Wipeout Omega Collection and Sniper Elite 4, both for the PS4.
A lot of people like the Sniper Elite games.
Yeah, those are like...
Never played one.
I played a little bit of Sniper Elite version 2 on the Switch at PAX because they were porting it to the Switch. That game is hard.
Really?
Because it's not just a stealth game. It is a sniper simulation. And it's in World War II, so nothing
the bullets
works.
Curve and stuff.
Bullets curve. You have to be super silent. You have to like scour around the level trying to find the perfect vantage point. As soon as you fire a bullet, everybody knows you're there. And it's not like one of those games where it's like, what was that? Oh, it's just my imagination. No, they keep looking for you.
Can you shoot Hitler in the balls?
Yes.
All right. Goes in slow motion bullet time where you see his balls get shot.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's a good time.
That's in my book.
I mean, I've always been curious about them, and I think Sniper Elite 4, like they say, it's the best in the series, and it's probably the most playable because it's streamlines and simplifies and has a lot of quality of life improvements to it. So I'd be willing to give this game a shot. And Wipeout, the Wipeout games are really good. They're just basically F-Zero. And since we don't get F-Zero games anymore, this is a good substitute. And those games will be available from August 6th to September 2nd.
Okay.
And I also believe, Wipeout also has a PSVR mode.
Ooh, Wipeout used to be good. I used to play Wipeout.
Yeah, Wipeout's very good.
Fun game.
Yeah.
There's only 2 for PlayStation. There used to be like a million, and now there's only 2. But I mean, all the other ones were like
at a certain point they were giving you like nonsense.
Yeah.
But over on the Xbox side of things,
Oh boy, here we go.
they're still putting out some quality titles on the last gen systems here.
Xbox has been killing it.
Yes. So, for the entire month of August, starting August 1st, you get Gears of War 4 on the Xbox One. And then starting August 16th to September 15th, you get Forza Motorsport 6 Standard Edition.
6. Oh my God, they're on 6?
Yeah.
I've only ever played 2.
We have 2 and 3.
How did we get 3?
I think it came with like some bundle that you took from GameStop when you were working there.
Took? I would never steal.
No, of course not.
2 came with our Xbox.
And Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody got back in the day. 3, you know what? It probably came for free with a system, and then they were like making that system used. They used to do that a lot at GameStop. They would go, oh, the system's too old now. Now it's you got to move it to used. Move the new stuff to used. So I would, if it came with games, yoink. Yeah, because they're digital. What are you gonna do?
I don't know about Forza Motorsport 6, but I know Gears of War 4 is often used a lot for benchmarking and testing, like 4K and like the 60 frames per second, and basically like the graphical fidelity of an Xbox One, specifically an Xbox One X. And they're basically giving that to you for free. So if you just get an Xbox and you just get like a 4K TV and you want to like test it out with all the HDR and crap, this is the game. Because like when I hooked up my Xbox to my 4K TV, that was the game I used to like make sure everything looked nice, and it did. And it's a good game on top of that. So
Forza's great.
Forza, you got to remember though, Forza is a sim.
Yeah.
So like you have to make sure you drive correctly. When I play racing games, I do not drive correctly.
I think it's a little easier than Gran Turismo.
Oh, definitely.
Because it gives you the guide.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the new Gran Turismos do, but
I'm sure they do.
I think it's a lot. Forza, it's a lot easier. Even though it's a sim.
Oh, they're up to 7.
They gotta stop.
Well, it's weird because
they're up to 7, but they also have the Horizon game.
Yes, but this year it's weird because they don't have either. They have something completely different. I forgot what the name of it is. It's
no, I have no idea.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. But that said, Forza Horizon, all the Forza games are beautiful games. And it would be, I don't know if
racing games typically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if 6 has like a 4K patch or anything, but still, you put that in your system. It's a good looking game. Forza Street, that's the name of it. It's a free to play arcade racing game.
All right. All
right. But moving on. So you got Forza Motorsport 6 and Gears of War 4 for the Xbox One. On the Xbox 360.
Oh, we're not even done yet.
No. On the Xbox 360, which you can play on Xbox One through backwards compatibility, you get Torchlight on August 1st. And then on August 15th, August 16th, that switches over to Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Nobody liked that one, right?
So this is the weird one. This one isn't a bad game, but this was when they were trying to be God of War instead of Castlevania.
Okay.
This was basically when Igarashi was like, I think I'm going to leave Capcom.
Okay. So, I mean, that's maybe a skip from me.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard decent things about it, but I've heard it's not Castlevania, basically.
Okay.
So.
Well, not that great. I mean, I'm happy we're getting some Forza.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, Gears 5 is coming out this year, so they probably did that for like promotional stuff.
It makes sense if you want to get into Gears 5.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Gears fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all like This is an month. I mean, a lot of games going on.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, Gears 4 and Forza 6, those are like big
Gears
AAA.
4, Forza, and Sniper Elite all together, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Putting those all together, but all on their own.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not playing any of these games.
Yeah. I did play Gears 4, and it is very good.
I haven't played a Games with Gold or PlayStation Plus game in forever.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time, but I get them all because you never know.
I downloaded one last month. What was it?
I don't know.
There was a real good one.
Was it Detroit?
Yes. I think.
Yeah.
Also, on the Nintendo side, today, Wednesday, which is also the Game Boy's birthday.
Yes.
Is the last day to get game vouchers.
Yes.
You might even be too late.
Yeah.
Did you get any? No.
I did. No, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. I did it today at work.
Oh. So if you have Nintendo Switch Online, get yourself some game vouchers because then you save
$20.
Yeah, you save $10 on two games that you're going to buy anyway.
I wanted to look to see how it works, and I just went to Breath of the Wild, and it said, do you want to purchase this with your game voucher or with credit card? Like, it gives you the option to do either or.
So what are you going to use them on? You're going to use one on Pokemon.
Yeah. And then I don't know if I want to use the other one on Luigi's Mansion, or I still don't own Breath of the Wild.
I think at this point, probably good.
Yeah?
Probably good, yeah.
Okay.
Mario Maker, dude. What are you, an ass?
Yeah. I am an ass.
Hey, guys, I forgot to read all of our stuff.
I forgot to open Streamlabs.
Dragix Weed, thank you for the sub on Twitch. Kunal Nadkarni, thank you for the $2. Big fan, great work. SN30 Pro Plus opinion, please. We got a lot of boxes today. Mm-hmm. One of them probably has it in there, and I can't talk about it because it's embargoed.
Damn.
7, thank you for being a member. I Require Coffee, thank you for being a member. The Bear 339, thank you for the 2 months of being a member here on YouTube. The Cyberquake, thank you for the 7 months of being a member here on YouTube. And RLW161, thank you for the $1 in the chat.
You are all beautiful people.
And Dreaming Blanks in the chat just said, and I'm simultaneously losing brain cells from the debate and gaining brain cells from the stream.
Yeah. Don't watch the presidential debate. Watch two brothers complain about video games on YouTube.
And then Carla Mitchell in the chat, or Michelle in the chat says, wipe butt. Get it like a wipeout? Get it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got to talk about the Game Boy, and it's been 30 years, Will. And you know what? I've been playing a lot of Game Boy stuff recently. Have. I've been trying out all the new Game Boy stuff people have been coming out with.
Yep.
We're not getting a Game Boy Classic, it looks like.
No. I feel like we wouldn't. I've always felt like we would not.
It's the perfect time.
Yeah, but you think about it, they would have to...
What are you thinking about, Will?
Mostly the screen. They would have to invest in like a screen for it. And screens are expensive.
Look at these cheapo, stupid Chinese companies that are making a plethora of Game Boy clones.
Nintendo's not going to cheap out on a screen. They'll probably want to have like something high quality.
It's just a little piece. That's the problem. You can't get a screen like
exactly
this anymore.
Like they would want to do something better than this.
Yeah. Well, you have to make it an LCD screen.
Yeah.
But like make it like it's going to emulate everything, obviously.
So now
people would pay a good $100.
This is our original Game Boy, the one I'm holding in my hand. This has lasted us through thick and thin. It still works. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Whose Game Boy is this?
All right, so one of Mom's friends she asked if we wanted a little Game Boy Color like battery pack.
Yes.
And I was like, sure, whatever, I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
And then she just gave us this.
Oh.
This is another original Game Boy that's a little mucked up.
Yeah.
It's very yellow. The screen has the plastic missing.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't turn on.
Okay.
But I think the reason it doesn't turn on is because that contact right there is corroded to all hell.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's got battery acid all over it.
I bought off of Amazon a new case.
Oh.
It's a clear case.
Nice.
I was going to try to DMG it, but then I was like, nah. Get the backlight and everything. Yeah. And I was like, not going to happen. So, so I'm just going to put a new case on it.
Oh, and it's even got the battery things in there.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Is it metal?
Yeah, but it's weird because it's not in the right order and like it's missing one.
It's missing one?
Yeah. Check it out.
Oh.
Right?
What? That is weird.
It's very strange.
So okay, let me try to describe this to the people.
So typically it goes negative on top, positive on top, negative on top, positive on top. And like it's completely wrong in that thing. Here you go.
Well,
for comparison.
Well, this. Oh, I see why.
Yeah.
Okay. No. This is. Oh, yeah, no, it is. Well, no, one of them's flipped. Okay, I see exactly what's happening. I get it now. Picking up what it's putting down. Okay, so the battery's got... The thing's got... One side it's got springs, and one side it's got the... I gotta bring this up on screen and show. But look, this needs to be flipped there.
Yeah.
And this one is built into the board, and this one's built into the board. That's why it's like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this up on screen and show, and I'm gonna yell to everybody.
Okay. What's nice though is it comes with a new screen cover, so even if that doesn't work, you just put this on the broken one.
All right, so this is the real one. This one's the corroded one. That side's corroded, and this is the new one. And see how it only has 3? This one, this needs to be flipped, and then this one is part of the board that's on here, and this one's part of the board too. Does everybody does the whole class understand?
All right,
I'm back.
all right.
Oh, let me get that back over here.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, the Game Boy.
So yeah, that's gonna be my little problem, but it's just the case. That should be easy.
That should be fine.
Be easy to do. The Dew Miller says send it to Spawnwave. How about send it to what's his name? Game Changer Mods?
Yes.
He's gonna be at Long Island Retro Game Expo, and
just
so
like we
in a week.
Yes.
Not this weekend. Next weekend we're gonna be at Long Island Retro Game Expo. We'll talk more about it later. So
the Game Boy.
The Game Boy. I compiled a list, and by compiled the list, I mean I went to Game Rankings and got the list of the best Game Boy games. Honestly, not a lot of like classic original.
The Game Boy, it's a weird library because they have like a million games on there, and everybody has fond memories of the Game Boy.
Yes, as a physical product.
Yeah, and like we all have memories of like a few games specifically, like Tetris and Pokemon and Super Mario Land and things like that. And maybe like a random Zelda or a Metroid 2 or like other random ones here and there. But the library is so vast and different that like no two Game Boy collections are exactly the same. So like your favorite Game Boy games are going to be different from your favorite Game Boy games and so forth and so on.
I think that the library isn't as like plentiful as something like an SNES or like a Sega Genesis, but there's a ton of games.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are really bad.
Yeah.
A few of them are absolute classics. Mm-hmm. And the few that are absolute classics, like, drove this, what was the driving force of the Game Boy being such like an iconic thing. Mm-hmm. Also, the fact that it's a portable game system.
Yes, absolutely.
That the hardware itself is kind of what made it as popular as it was. And to be able to play stuff like Zelda and Mario and have it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Even though this thing's massive as all hell. So according to GameRankings.com, the highest rated games, the number one is Link's Awakening. Never played it.
I've played a little bit of it. Like when it was in kiosks at like Toys R Us, especially like when the Game Boy Color remake came out. It's very Link to the Past.
I'm going to say not true that I didn't play it. I played it at E3.
Unless the remake doesn't count.
But that's only got an 89.82 on.
You have to understand though, because this is compiling whatever review outlets were out in 1989.
That's why I sort these reviews by at least. You can at the top it says I sort with at least 5 reviews, because if you do it by 20, which is the default, there's one game and it's Pokemon Fire Red.
Yeah,
or Pokemon Red. Anyway, the number one is Link's Awakening.
But that's like it's a Zelda game, so obviously that's instantly going to be considered a classic.
Right.
So
number 2 is Tetris, which is the Game Boy game.
Damn right. No questions asked. Full stop. Best game on the Game Boy, on the original Game Boy at least. It's the game that sold the Game Boy.
It is.
It came packaged with the Game Boy. I think it was Gunpei Yokoi, the creator of the Game Boy, said if you want to sell this thing to kids, you package Mario. If you want to sell it to everyone, you package Tetris.
And it worked.
Yes.
Our parents played Tetris.
Yes.
And that's still one of the top best-selling games of all time?
Yes.
Is it the best-selling game? No.
No. One of the Grand Theft Autos is.
It's not Wii Sports. Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best-selling Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I don't know what the number one best-selling game is, though. Wii Sports is also one of the top 5 best-selling games. Tetris, I think they include every version of Tetris.
It's, okay. Minecraft is, as of right now, the best-selling video game of all
I
time.
didn't even consider that. I just finally bought it.
It beats Tetris by 6 million units.
Is that a lot or a little? Well,
It's not that much, because Minecraft has sold 176 million units and Tetris has sold 170 million units.
That explains why I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't looked in a while. So it basically just beat out Tetris.
Yes.
Like recently.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Tetris, yeah, they include every iteration of Tetris ever as the same game because it's the same.
Basically,
it's the same game. That's cool.
Yeah.
So Tetris has been the best-selling game since basically right now.
Yeah.
The number 3 highest rated game is Pokemon Blue, not even Red.
Well, again, because this is old and if you look, Blue has 15 reviews, Red has 21, Yellow has 16.
I understand, but I'm saying Blue wins. Well,
okay.
According to game rankings. Screw you, AJ. Yeah, Pokemon Red is right underneath that.
And then Pokemon Yellow is right underneath that.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable. Those games were phenomenons. They brought the Game Boy. I mean, the Game Boy wasn't dead, but nobody was really playing it. Like, shovelware was coming out for it, and then all of a sudden, everybody got the urge to catch them all.
I'm going to say the definitive version of those 3 games is probably, if we're talking about on the Game Boy,
Yeah.
the Pokemon Yellow is probably the definitive one. And
Probably,
it's
yeah.
got the lowest rating, which is weird.
I mean, again, it's like, culmination of like, who reviewed what and,
Right.
I would say it's roughly the same, but.
I mean, they're all the same game. Yellow just has Pikachu as your starter.
Yeah.
And you get all of the starters given to you throughout, which is all you really want when you're playing these games. Well, at least when I was a kid playing these games, I wanted all the starters on my team. It makes the game a little easier. It also fixes some weird brokenness to it.
Yeah.
Like there's some weird I don't know exactly what it is, but there's some moves are like totally broken and stuff, and that's fixed in Pokemon Yellow. Anyway, Donkey Kong?
Yes.
It was number 6.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Game Boy is one of the top 10 best Game Boy games, maybe like top 3. This is a version, so the first 4 levels are basically like a high quality remake of the arcade game. And then level 5 onward to like level 99 are like brand new puzzle based levels where Mario has to find a key and like take it to the other side and open the door, and he's got to do like backflips and somersaults and stuff. It's basically a proto version of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. Like what those games are on the GBA and the DS, it originated from here. And it's incredible.
Really?
Like I bought it years later, so like we have it. Yeah, we have it.
Oh, you need to bust it out.
Yeah, I'll tell you, coming over. I'll bring it over next time. But yeah, no, it's incredible. It's one of my favorite Game Boy games. And if you own a Super Game Boy, you plug the little bad boy into your Super Game Boy, it'll have a special color palette just for that game.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, and it looks incredible.
I never considered playing this.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's made by Pax Softonica.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The next one is Motocross Maniacs, which is another one I did not ever consider.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about when I say like all best of Game Boy lists are different. Because there's always going to be some random ass games in there.
Well, this is the culmination of every review ever on the internet.
Right.
Or at least like the most popular reviews.
But honestly, because I was reading another article that had the best Game Boy games, and I don't remember this on there.
Well, that's the thing, is like it's not that one reviewer's favorite Game Boy game, but it's of all of the reviews of Game Boy games on the internet, this has somehow made it to number 7.
Yeah.
You know? And that's made by Konami.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge, which is understandable.
Well, it's weird because from what I understand, the first and third Castlevania games on the Game Boy are terrible. Like straight up bad games. And then 2, for some reason, is like actually really good. So that's a surprise.
That's something we need to get.
Yeah.
From Game Changer Mods at Retro Game Expo next week. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Super Mario Land, Wario Land.
That's
Super
interesting.
Mario Land 3, Wario Land.
Because that's when everything switched to being, for the series became a Wario series.
Yes.
And the gameplay changed. Like, so it's not so much like typical Mario platforming. It's like Wario just bashes into people.
I'll explain the Mario games in a minute.
Okay.
But number 10 is Bionic Commando.
Interesting, because I didn't know the Game Boy version was any good.
Was the NES version any good?
The NES version is well regarded. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
As are most NES games.
The real quick, the remake for 360 and PS3, Bionic Commando Rearmed, also very difficult, but one of the best soundtracks in all of video gaming.
Number 11, if I haven't lost count yet, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. And that's only got a 79%. And number 12 is Final Fantasy Adventure, which is supposed to be very good.
Yes.
Our good buddy Greg loves that game.
I'm trying to remember, because the Final Fantasy games on Game Boy were like actually like Secrets of Mana or this or that, you know. I forgot which one that is.
It's called something different in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
What did I say that was? 12?
Yeah.
13 is Donkey Kong Land 2. 14 is Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. And 15 is Metroid 2 Return of Samus.
Yeah.
And then 16 is Super Mario Land 1. Metroid 2 Return of Samus is some people's favorite Metroid game, isn't it?
Really? I thought it was nobody's favorite Metroid game. It's like the forgotten Metroid game.
I think we've had this conversation before. Because, I don't know. I hear a lot about this game.
It's the first one to have save features. And it's the first one
that got remade.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, because everybody wanted it remade.
Yeah, because like otherwise, because it's never been re-released. You know, it's never been ported. It's never been included in any compilations. So like, it's been a long time since we've seen Metroid 2.
I want to talk about the Mario games.
Okay.
The first one, Super Mario Land. The first Mario game that had nothing to do with the Miyamoto.
Yes.
He was completely hands off. And it shows.
Yes.
It looks like a cheap knockoff of a Mario game. It's a fun game.
It's very good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yeah.
The music's weird. The way it looks is weird. All of the set design is weird.
Yeah. The power-ups are weird. The enemies are very weird.
Power-ups are weird. There's the Super Ball, which people see now in Mario Maker.
Yeah.
There's side-scrolling shooter levels.
Yeah.
Which
is like the strangest part of it. Yeah.
There's 2, I think, side-scrolling shooter levels. It's super weird. And what was it?
Like it's
jumping on a Koopa doesn't work the same way.
Well, no, jumping on a Koopa, like he'll go into his shell, but then he'll explode like a bomb.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's like little weird quirks like that.
Yeah.
Where like they were making a Mario game, but they had to make it like distinguished enough that it doesn't get copyright struck, but it still can use the Mario characters.
It seems fake.
Yeah.
It seems like a knockoff Mario game. And then Super Mario Land 2 actually looks like a Mario game.
Yeah.
Mario is much bigger on screen.
Yeah, the sprites are bigger.
It almost
it's more
looks like
defined.
Sonic Chaos.
Yeah.
And the level design is like it looks better. Like the environments look better. That has the rabbit hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The power-ups are still weird, but it's definitely much more of a Mario game. And
Absolutely.
It feels and it controls much more like a Mario game.
Yeah.
And then Super Mario Land 3 is just a Wario game.
Yeah.
As the first
because Super Mario Land 1 introduced Daisy, first game with Daisy. Super Mario Land 2, first game with Wario. And then from there, Wario took over the series pretty much. Because you had Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, then Wario Land 2, 3, 4, whatever.
Those are good games.
Yes.
I'm a fan.
Yes.
It's good to have Mario in the palm of your hand. Mm-hmm. And then on the Game Boy Advance, did they start just porting old games?
Yeah, on the Game Boy Advance, the Super Mario Advance series were all just ports.
Super Mario Advanced 4 was Super Mario Bros. 3?
Correct.
Okay. I also have a list of Game Boy Color games, but what did we have for Game Boy? Well,
for original Game Boy?
Original Game Boy.
We didn't have much. I know growing up we had really only Tetris, Gremlins 2, the new batch, and Ren and Stimpy Space Cadet Adventures.
I loved Gremlins and Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Gremlins is one of the worst games I have ever played in my entire life. But I used to love that game.
Yeah, because it's all we had.
But that is a horrible game.
Ren and Stimpy, you get to a point, you get to a level that you absolutely 100% cannot beat. Like
in Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Because in freaking Gremlins, same thing happens.
Yeah, I remember looking at the back of the box in the instruction manual, there's a point where you get to play as Ren. But in the beginning of the game, you play as Stimpy. So you get to this one level where you have to platform on a computer and you can never make the right jump or things kill you too fast and you cannot beat the game and get to Ren and figure out what the rest of the story is.
In Gremlins, there's a part in the second level or something that requires a specific power up.
Yeah.
And it's like Mario, if you get hit, you lose the power up. But there's all these things that make you feel like you need to damage boost in order to get past it.
Yeah.
So it's really, really, really hard
to
make it through with the power up to beat the level.
Yeah.
And you don't know that that's how you beat the level because by the time you get there, you're like, what happened? How do I get past this? Because you don't know that you need the power up that you just lost 30 seconds ago. And it doesn't control like Mario does. Mm-hmm. It's wonky and weird platforming. So, bad game.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't have much growing up. We played a lot of Tetris.
We did.
We played a lot more Game Boy Color.
We did. Yeah, because we were older, we knew more.
Honestly,
we can go out and
most people, I think,
probably
played more Game Boy Color.
Yeah, because by then I think everybody was older. Everybody was more aware. They can go out and get their own games. They can find what games they would want to play.
But last year at the Long Island Retro Video Game Expo, I bought a crap ton of Game Boy games.
Yeah.
And then, I think this past year I bought a bunch more. And they should all be in there.
Yeah, I think they are. So, for the rest of the Game Boy's games we have, which we eventually got later on down the road, we got Atomic Punk, which is Japanese Bomberman.
Yes. I can't understand a thing that's happening.
Yeah,
it's very.
I didn't think so. Donkey Kong 94, like I was saying, one of the great games on the system. Gremlins 2. Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. That's the second Kid Icarus game.
Why did I get that?
I think we got it because it wasn't easy to find back then.
But I don't think that's true. Me to get it.
Yeah,
I think
I might have.
At the Game Expo, you should get this, and then I just got it.
Yeah, because I don't think it's readily available as people think it is.
Okay.
Then we have Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge, and Mega Man 2.
Those are very hard.
Yeah.
They're already hard games.
Yeah.
But they're very hard on the Game Boy. And there's only, I think, 4 Robot Masters in them.
Yes. Where was I? Pocket Bomberman, which is different from...
One of them's an RPG.
I think that's Pocket Bomberman.
They're not good. The Bomberman games on Game Boy are not good.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just adding something that I thought was on this list, but it is not for some reason. Then we have Pokemon Blue, Red, and the Japanese Yellow.
Correct.
Classics.
Correct. With new batteries.
Yes.
This Red and Blue we friggin' traded them in for some reason. I didn't even know that. But no, we rebought them and got new batteries, saves in them, and everything. And then at Long Island Retro Video Game Expo, I got the Pokemon Yellow in the box.
Then we have Ren and Stimpy, Super Mario Land, and Super Mario Land 2 Japanese.
Oh, we have the English and Japanese version?
We have the English version of Super Mario Land and the Japanese version of Super Mario Land 2.
Oh, I don't think there's a difference.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah. And then Tetris. And then Toy Story. I got this for my wife because I bought her a Game Boy and I knew she played Toy Story on Genesis, and they're basically the same game.
Oh, okay.
Which is impressive.
That is weird. Yeah. Normally they're developed by two completely different people.
And it's not on here, but I also got her Pac-Man, which is a very good version of Pac-Man. And this is also not on here. I bought myself James Bond 007 for the Game Boy.
I remember that.
Yes. This game, it came around like around the same time as GoldenEye. The game is a freaking like Pokemon style RPG. Like you have to go around and like collect things and like, bring X to Y and things like that. Yeah, but it's James Bond. It has the music. It has
also got to put the Game Boy camera on there.
I'll do that right now.
I got one, and then it was broken, and then I got another one.
Yeah.
At the Long Island Retro Video Game Expo. Yeah, these are all games that are on there. What did you call the Japanese Bomberman?
Atomic Punk.
Yes, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
That's such a cool name.
I know. It's a Van Halen song.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think they named it after that, but
they might have. All right.
All right.
So that's what we had. We didn't really play much original Game Boy.
Yeah.
Trying to play more of the Super Mario Lands because I missed out on those. I only recently started playing.
Yeah, right? It's amazing what you go back and play.
Real quick, we'll talk about. Well, we're getting Super Chats. We got to talk about Super Chats, and then we'll get into the Game Boy Color. We'll plow through those. Cyberquake, thanks for being a member for 7 months here on YouTube. Oh, I read that already. Bruce Patrick, thanks for the $5. Hey Will, what is Marvel Max? What other R-rated superheroes could be put under that banner? Hey Bob, how did Mortal Kombat look on the upscaler? I didn't try it. Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. So if you want,
honestly, Mortal Kombat's not going to look good on that upscaler.
I mean,
you can't just change.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is weird because everything is so down-resed. I mean, I don't know about.
Well, it's because
I primarily play in portable mode. And I think docked it like does a little bit.
Well, Doom didn't look that great in that upscale.
Yeah,
and that's because all the textures and everything are made for a crappier resolution.
Yeah,
so it's just I don't think Mortal Kombat's going to benefit much from having an upscale like the M Classic.
Yeah. So Marvel Max, they don't do it anymore, but Marvel Max is basically their adult line of Marvel comics. They would take like the superheroes and put them in like comics with excessive violence and sex and foul language. The most popular of it was the Punisher Max series, which was just the darkest thing you will ever read with the Punisher, especially when Garth Ennis was writing it. But there's a lot of good stuff. There was a Deadpool Max series. There was a Nick Fury Max series. I think the original Jessica Jones was Marvel Max, the Jessica Jones Alias books, and that was really good. Basically, Marvel Netflix shows was Marvel Max, just they didn't call it Marvel Max. So, but yeah, Moon Knight would be great. Nick Fury Max would be pretty good if they did like the comic. Yeah, things like Wolverine would be good, which was basically Logan. So,
he also said with another $2. Also, Will, I need more superhero game live stream.
Well, that's MX Woods said that. And MX Woods also said for $5, hey bros, thank you for always archiving the live streams. I listen to them every day at work and it gets me through the day. Bob Twitch streams on VODs.
Yeah, then I gotta do it though. I don't know. I feel I have a weird relationship with the YouTube gameplay streams.
Yeah.
Because they don't really do much for the channel.
Yeah.
They get a lot of views, but a lot of those views are people just getting the notifications and be like, oh, let me see. I don't want to see that, and then they just leave it on. I feel like Twitch is a better place for stuff like that. So, but I don't know if or when I will make the transition to move those streams to Twitch. But thank you for watching.
Yeah, and more superhero game live streams.
Tell them to make more superhero games.
Yes, good ones and bad ones. I guess I'll play some bad ones.
Did you say we had Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge?
Yes.
Okay.
And we also got $2 from Kyle Kilgore. Stop by to give you money. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
There should be more people like you in
the
world. So the Mega Man games are just Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2, but ported for the Game Boy. To my understanding.
Basically, I think they're missing a couple Robot Masters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. We got more Super Chats just now, too. Tyler Holman with $2. Did you try Rocket League on the M Classic? No, I did not. A lot of people think that the M Classic is going to be the same as playing the game on a PC at the same
at max
resolution.
Setting. Yeah.
And it's just not.
Yeah.
You know? One guy commented, so can I just get this and plug it into my graphics card so I don't have to buy a new one? And it's like, no, you can't do that. It's like, the M Classic is awesome, but it's not going to replace like your graphics card. It's not going to. Plugging an M Classic into your PlayStation 4 is not going to make it a PlayStation 4 Pro.
Right.
You know, it'll significantly improve your PlayStation 4, but you should probably just buy a PlayStation 4 Pro at that point. You know,
it basically just gives your system like that little extra bit of like shine.
Yeah.
Basically, it's not going to magically, make it like go from PS4 to a PS5 overnight.
That's why I think it's such a good thing for the Switch, because there is no Switch Pro.
Yeah.
And there probably will not be one. Mm-hmm. So if you slap an M Classic on there, it's going to make everything look better. It might make Rocket League look a little better, but it's not going to make it look like freaking you playing it on your PC. And Jacob Panetta with $5. Hey guys, Will, what do you think of House and Powers of X so far? And do you recommend reading anything before it, or is it a good jumping off point?
So, House of X and Powers of X, LKM Cherokee really wants me to read those. That's like the new reboot of the X-Men series currently going on in Marvel by Jonathan Hickman. I do think they're very good. I do think they're very interesting. Make sure you're reading both at the same time, because they're basically telling the same story, but from two different sides. And Powers of X, which is actually Powers of 10, because it's interesting how they do it, because it goes like in multiples of 10 every year. So like 10 to the 0 power is like year 1 of the X-Men. Then 10 to the second power is the 10 years of the X-Men, which is the present day. And then 10 to the third power is 100 years in the future. And then 10 to the fourth power is 1,000 years into the future. So it's all this like X-Men throughout time, basically. And the good thing about it is like, you don't really need to like have read anything beforehand. They're designed to be jumping on points. All you really need is like a basic knowledge of the X-Men, which I think most of people watching this have. So yeah, I would recommend House of X and Powers of 10. Just make sure if you're going to read them, you read both of them. And then once the new line of X-Men comics come out, you're set.
All right, I want to real quickly talk about the Game Boy Color.
Yes.
Because I think when we're talking about the Game Boy library of games, I think it bleeds into the Game Boy Color.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's weird because a lot of people consider it the same system, even though it's technically not. It's much more powerful. Well, it's much more in common with an NES.
There's a lot of games that work on both.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it weird and murky.
Yeah.
Because the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color games do not play on an original Game Boy. But there are some that do.
There's two types of Game Boy Color games, black games and clear games.
Right.
The black games will play on both systems. Mm-hmm. The clear games will only play on Game Boy Color.
Right. So like Pokemon Gold will play on an original Game Boy.
Correct.
It's a black cartridge or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But actually it's not a black cartridge, it's a gold cartridge.
Yeah.
But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
But it's considered a Game Boy Color game.
Yeah.
Even though it plays on the old it should be considered an original Game Boy game.
Right.
Because the Game Boy Color is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
The Game Boy is not forwards compatible.
Yeah.
That's where things get confusing.
But it's weird because a game like Conker's Adventure, like the original Conker game, that's a Game Boy Color game. You can play it on original Game Boy, but if you play it in a Game Boy Color, it has a lot more features. Like it's not just a palette swap of the color palette. It's like it has extra features, extra enemies, extra villains, and things like that. So it is basically like playing a completely different game.
But then there are the clear cartridges that are like that won't even fit in an original Game Boy.
Yeah.
On this list, number one is of course Metal Gear Solid.
Yes, also
which is probably the best Game Boy or Game Boy Color game
also known as Metal Gear Ghost Babel for in Japan. It is like we bought this on a whim.
Yes,
I remember it was between this and something else. And we're like, let's get that.
This might have been the first Metal Gear Solid game I played.
Yeah, probably.
This was probably right before Twin Snakes.
Yeah,
it was amazing. This game is amazing.
Yeah, if you've never played it, it's hard to get now. I've looked on eBay, like loose copies of the game go for $60.
I mean, it's worth it, man. It's
totally worth it. But yeah, definitely track this game down any way you can. Play it. It's like, and cast your mind back to like 99, 2000 when this came out. It's unlike anything else that came out on the system. It's a full-fledged Metal Gear game.
So it's Metal Gear Solid, but in an alternate universe.
Yeah,
where like some of the characters are different, but the whole story plays out pretty much the same.
Very similar. Yeah, you don't go to Shadow Moses. You go to a different place. It starts out kind of like the NES Metal Gear, where you parachute in a secluded location. You have to work your way to the base. But it's, yeah, you can't say enough good things about it. And there's like 1,000 VR missions that you can do.
Yeah, I spent most of the time just doing the VR missions, trying to get the fastest time and stuff.
And what's cool is that they formatted it for a mobile game, so that like every section is broken up into levels.
Yeah.
So like it's still like, you know, a big open world that you can explore, but like it's broken up into levels, which is cool. And of course there are 30-minute cutscenes.
Yes, they're very long cutscenes. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. It was put out in 2000, so it's late. It distilled Metal Gear into its like core elements, where it's just stealth and shooting and stuff. But it's can't say enough good things about it. I talk about it in Izzy's video that YouTube Gaming retweeted today. Could you imagine?
Oh wow,
good for him.
I guess I should watch that video.
And good for me, because I was in the video. And F you, Wood, you weren't in his video. Super Mario Brothers Deluxe is number 2. That has a really good multiplayer.
Yeah, that is basically basically. It is a remake of the original Super Mario Brothers for the NES, but it has a lot of new features. I think in addition to really good multiplayer, I think it has extra levels, like bonus levels and things like that.
I know that the on-off switch that's in Mario Maker right now was taken from Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which is great. And I think that there's a lot of multiplayer levels in Mario Maker that are inspired by Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, because those on-off switches while you're running really like messes things up. It's fun. It's a great game. 3 and 4 is Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
Legend of Zelda, yeah.
I know some people who say that these are their favorite Zelda games.
Well, of course.
So people really like that.
Yeah.
Then there's Pokemon Silver, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, which isn't fair.
Yeah.
It's already, you can't put it on top of the Game Boy, the top of the Game Boy Color.
Well, they did.
Now, is that a backwards compatible one? I believe it is.
Yes. But if you
forwards compatible, I should.
If you play it in a Game Boy Color, it has an extra dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis, Donkey Kong Country, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, Wario Land 3, Pokemon Gold version. It's all the way down there.
Damn.
And Wario Land 2. I should note that we got all the way down here. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is Pokemon Gold. And that's the first one that's less than 90%.
Wow.
On game ranking.
Yeah.
And then there's Wario Land 2.
I mean, to be fair, it's 89.
Yeah. But
again, like some reviews aren't there or whatnot.
Yeah, it's weird territory. It's not like Metacritic, because these are old reviews. But it's of note that in the entire list of original Game Boy games, none of them are over a 90% on game rankings.
Yeah.
The top one is Link's Awakening, which has an 89. So personally, I feel like Game Boy Color, it's got the better games. You know?
Well, I mean, by the time they got to Game Boy Color, it was so powerful it could actually handle NES games,
right?
Even better than the NES could. So they can start porting NES games to it.
But then again, half of these freaking games can work on an original Game Boy, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I say that Game Boy and Game Boy Color kind of mixes together.
Well, a lot of people say that. It's not just you, Bob. You're not original.
What do we have in our Game Boy?
All right, our Game Boy Color.
For the record, we have never talked about Game Boy or Game Boy Color games on the backlog.
Correct. So we had a weird collection of Game Boy Color games. We have Pocket Bomberman on Game Boy Color. Is that true? Or did I put that in there by mistake?
I have a bunch of Bomberman games.
Okay. Maybe it was... They do rename Bomberman like the same thing. Like there's like 20 games called Bomberman. I think there's 2 Bomberman 2s on N64.
Let me see what Pocket Bomberman even looks like.
You do that. I'll go down the list. We mentioned Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Affectionately.
Wait, yeah, it's right here. Pocket Bomberman. I just had it.
But it's a gray card.
No, it's black.
Oh, look at that. All right, so I'll delete the regular Game Boy version then.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's confusing.
It is confusing. All right, so we got Pocket Bomberman, and we talked about Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel. Yes. We also have Duke Nukem for the Game Boy Color.
I played this a lot.
Yes. This game, it's weird because it's basically a port of Duke Nukem 1 and 2 for the PC. Mm-hmm. It's like a greatest hits collection of both of those. And it's really good. It's like a really fun side-scrolling game.
Right.
So
Duke Nukem used to be a side-scroller back
yeah. I mean, if you probably have an easier access to Duke Nukem 1 and 2 for the PC, and you should play those because they're really good.
They're weird. They're weird as
yeah. But Duke Nukem for Game Boy Color was basically the best of those games, and they gave him sunglasses because now modern Duke wears sunglasses. Then we had Perfect Dark for the Game Boy Color.
I remember playing this. This is not a good game.
No.
I used to play it a lot, though.
This game, for all its faults, and has a lot of faults, it's very ambitious. The sprite works is huge. Like, all the characters are super huge. The gameplay is varied immensely. You got your standard exploration levels, you got your shooting levels, you have your over-the-shoulder, like, almost light gun style levels in a way. It has spoken dialogue in it, like with the voice actors from the N64 game. It had a rumble feature that you needed a AAA battery to power the rumble. It had Game Boy printer support. Basically, any feature that the Game Boy ever had, any accessory that you can use, was usable with this game. It's insane. And it works with the transfer pack for N64 with Perfect Dark. It's nuts. Not a good game, but
all right,
very ambitious. San Francisco Rush 2049, also not that good of a game.
I always confuse it with F-Zero.
Yeah. Spider-Man for the Game Boy Color, also not a good game. Disappointing because it controls fairly well and it looks great, but all you do in that game is get attacked by birds.
Yes, I remember that now.
All you do. I mentioned it in my review of like Spider-Man on PS1, but yeah, all you do is get attacked by birds. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
They were all right. They were all right.
The first one is not.
Okay.
The first one is two modes. It's got vert mode where you just go do this in the vert and like try and do tricks. That's it. And then it had the rest of it was a racing game, which was not good. Tony Hawk 2 on the Game Boy Color at least tried to be like a Tony Hawk game, and it was better for it. But by then, the Game Boy Advance came out, and Tony Hawk 2 on the Game Boy Advance was like mind-blowing. Like everybody played that. So then that's it.
Yeah, so I'll say again, Game Boy Color's got the better library.
Yeah.
We had crappier games for the Game Boy Color.
We did.
It looks like all of our Game Boy Color games are pretty crappy.
We have, hold on.
Except Metal Gear carried that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God, yeah. We have 23 games. Sorry, 24. 25 games for the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color combined.
We had Pokemon. Our most played games on the Game Boy Color was Pokemon Red and Blue. We just played them on a Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a bit unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think Game Boy Colors were cheaper than the Game Boy when they came.
They were. And like by then we were old enough where we can afford our own Game Boys.
We bought them?
Yeah.
Ourselves?
Yeah.
I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
I remember.
We saved up.
I
Our allowance.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought our parents were like, here you go, Will. Here you go, Bob.
No,
We saved up our own money
and our birthday
money.
Yes.
And we were like, I'm going to get the purple one. Okay, I'm going to get the yellow one.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You had the purple one?
Yeah, Atomic Purple.
I had the yellow one then.
So please, Nintendo, make more things in Atomic Purple, you cowards.
All right. So that's the end of our Game Boy discussion. Yes. I would also like to say that we are definitely not getting a Game Boy Classic because Nintendo put this tweet out today saying, on this day in 1989, the original Game Boy system released in North America, placing exciting Nintendo games right into the palm of your hand. Here's to 30 years of playing with portable power. And it's a little picture. Yeah. And Parker quote tweeted this and was like, I got excited because I thought this was a Game Boy Classic. And it super looks like one.
It does look like it.
You know what else looks like one?
What?
The Link's Awakening package.
Yes.
The UK package. So if you're in the UK, which I know some of you are, at least according to our analytics, around 30% of you are, you can get Link's Awakening with the Steelbook that looks like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
And this is the closest thing you're going to get to a Game Boy Classic, my friends. I'm so sorry. But again, this awesome version is only available in the UK, which is really unfortunate. But you can pre-order this now. And you're probably going to need to pre-order it because it's a limited edition. It comes with the art book, the game, and the Steelbook. So as cool as that is, unfortunately, us Yanks over here aren't going to be able to do it. Which is stupid and dumb. And they got to stop giving the UK the cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to read some more Super Chats. And then we got a lot more to talk about here.
Yeah. Well, let's just get my best friend LKM Cherokee out of the way. Hey, Will, thoughts on Green Lantern Annual 1, Powers of 10 1, Batman Who Laughs 6 and 7, Detective Comics 1008, and Last Night on Earth 2. You give me too many comics to read. And I'll tell you this right now, I'm over Batman Man Who Laughs. I don't think it's interesting anymore. Stop reading it. Detective Comics 1008 from last week was very good. It reminded me a lot of The Man Who Laughs by Ed Brubaker and Doug Mankey, mainly because Doug Mankey did the artwork and the Joker was in it. And it was very good. It was very funny. I'm going to make
you do this in the Game Boy camera.
Okay. Powers of 10, I already talked about. If you missed it, I'm sorry. TLDR is good. Read it. Stop asking me about Powers and House of X. Green Lantern Annual, also very good, much like everything else Grant Morrison has done with Green Lantern. And Last Night on Earth 2 is just as good as Last Night on Earth 1. There you go.
Yarib Gaming says Game Boy Color Classic. My favorite games were from it rather than the Game Boy. You know, maybe they're waiting for that. Maybe they're waiting for
because I feel
to
like
put it all together.
I feel like if they're gonna do like a Game Boy Classic, they might as well include Game Boy Color.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they blur together so much, and there's too many. There's not enough good games on each, but there's plenty on both. You know, like if you put them all together, you're good.
And then you got the Game Boy Advance, which is like I think definitively its own system, but it can play all the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games.
David Jew or Disc Jew says, we won the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812 only to not get Link's Awakening Steelbook.
I know, right?
We also got $2 from Sam Sindelar, and then another $2 from Sam Sindelar, and he says, features want/expect on the Switch Pro eGPU in dock. I don't expect them to make a Switch Pro at all. But the only thing that people think is going to come with a Switch Pro is to have a GPU in the dock, which I don't think they're ever going to do. But
I don't see how that would like honestly make a difference. Like how would it benefit?
Basically, if you say that there's not going to be a GPU in the dock, then it's not a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
So
expect a Switch 2 before a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be backwards compatible, but
but not forwards compatible.
Right.
So I mean, there might be a new Nintendo Switch. That's the only. If there's going to be another Nintendo Switch, it's going to be the new Nintendo Switch, and it's going to be like a little different looking, you know. But it's still going to be relatively the same.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk about Smash Brothers now.
Okay.
This is Will's favorite time. Did you hear about Hero, Will?
Yes, I did hear about Hero.
I played with him for a little bit.
How is?
I don't like playing with anybody but Captain Falcon. So you know what? Was not a fan. But then I played against him with some other people, and I was like, you know what? I like him. People could do some really cool things with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw some more things and tried it a little bit more, and I realized I really, really do not like this character being in the game at all.
Yeah.
So Heroes is the guy from Dragon Quest, which we all knew was coming. It came with the 4.0 update. Let me see if I could... I tried to find like an article that'll like distill all of the stuff that Hero can do, and it's really hard because there's so much stuff. Mm-hmm. This is an IGN article. Okay, so he's a sword fighter, and we got 1 million sword fighters in the game.
Yeah.
You could choose between one of 4 of the heroes, but they all have the same abilities.
Yeah.
You know, and they're from different Dragon Quest.
The characters are 11 from Dragon Quest 11. Swear to God, that's his name.
It's very...
Yeah.
The names are very stupid.
Aruzu from Dragon Quest 3, Solo from Dragon Quest 4, and 8 from Dragon Quest 8.
So you have 11 and 8, and then names.
Yeah.
So everything's pretty standard. You know, he's got his little sword moves. He's got his he's got a shield that he can like reflect things off of, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
His turnaround animation is really long. But he's basically a regular guy.
Yeah.
Except that his down B, his down special, pulls up a menu, and it's RNG based. It's got 4 things in the menu, and they change, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh boy.
So these menu options, these are all of the menu options that could possibly be
Jesus.
there. There are a lot. Can I count them? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 possible ones, but only 4 of them come up at a time.
Right.
There's Wulff, which raises attack power for a short time. So you put that on, and then you have your all of your attacks do more damage, and they do a lot more damage. Psych Up increases power of the hero's next attack. So it's the next attack, not just over time. Bounce reflects projectiles and can be bounced off of other bounce spells for increased damage. So it's like a shield around you, and any projectiles will bounce right off. What was I gonna say? Again, there's only 4 of these per menu option. They're completely random, and they enable instantly. So if one of them's an attack, it attacks instantly once you hit the menu item. And you have to, if you want to be a hero main, you have to remember all of these. You have to know all of these and know what they do.
Well, I mean, fighting game fans are insane, so they'll know like all of that.
You're right. Next is Heal, which restores health, which is crazy in a freaking fighting game.
There's got to be some like limits on that for tournament play. Like if that pops up, that's got to be outlawed.
It gets way worse. Flame Slash is a wide sword attack, so that's just an attack, which imagine pulling up a menu and doing an attack.
Yeah.
Crackle Slash, which freezes opponents. So if you do this on a ledge and you freeze them, they'll fall off the ledge and just die because they're frozen.
Right.
The Ice Climbers have a similar move.
Yeah, okay.
Acceleratle, you become very fast, which is good. That's kind of like it's kind of like a Shulk has a similar thing.
Yeah.
It's got the wheel and you can choose speed, but he's way quicker. Hero is way quicker. Kaboom, explosive spell. Is that the giant ball? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Snooze puts opponents to sleep, delivers a critical attack when hitting said opponent. So it's like this ball that shoots out and it just puts the other guy to sleep. And then you could just walk over and destroy them. Thwack can sometimes KO an opponent in one hit. Percentage change is based on opponent's damage. Now, that you just straight up can kill a person.
Right.
So here is a tweet from TFL Athena, who I think is a pro smasher. And she says, literally my first second with Hero, what the F?
I'm watching
this
here.
This you just spawn.
Wow.
Guy does whack. That's the move, whack. And then he just... Oh, no, that wasn't whack. That was the other guy. What move is this?
Yeah, it's whack.
Oh, it is whack.
Yeah.
So that's a different move. Whack, and it just
Wow.
KO's at 0%. Just because that's just by chance. That's just the move that was there. That's the percentage it decided it wanted to do was KO, and that's it.
That's insane.
Anyway, we were on... Oh, wait.
This says thwack, but the gameplay footage is whack. So this might be a typo.
I think that there's 2 different moves, but I think you're right. This is probably a typo. So that's the one that KOs. Zoom recovers to the stage from anywhere. So if you're falling off the stage,
Yeah.
he already has an insane recovery. His up B is you can charge it up and you could go really high. But if you have Zoom in your menu, just by chance, so it's not always going to be there when you're falling off, you can recover to any point on the stage.
That's insane.
But when I was fighting against a hero, I noticed that they almost always recover to the complete opposite side of the stage. So I would just run to the other side of the stage, wait, and then just take them out. Ka-clang, stay in place and become invincible. So I think you turn into a metal thing. And then there's metal slash, can one hit KO a metal opponent or one using Ka-clang. I don't think there's any metal opponents besides if you're using Ka-clang.
Well, what about
the Metal Mario power-up?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking Mega Man. He's a robot made out of metal.
I don't think that counts.
All right.
That would be insane if that worked. Or freaking what's
Samus.
his name? Samus. Yeah, she's wearing a suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's the cyborg Ridley.
That a Ridley, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that this basically only works if you have the Metal Mario cap or if you're using Ka-clang.
Yeah.
Which is, what are the chances that another guy's using Ka-clang and this is in your menu option, you're next to them. There's a lot of what ifs. Hocus Pocus, random effect, could be good or bad.
Okay.
That's it. And when when Sakurai was explaining it, that's all he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Kamikaze, powerful explosion that results in self-destruct. So you blow up and then you could potentially blow up the other person.
I mean, I've done my own share of kamikaze moves in Smash Brothers before, so I feel like that's fitting.
So I think Kaboom is the one that it's just a giant, what do you call it in Dragon Ball? It's just a giant freaking ball.
Yeah, the big-ass Kamehameha wave. Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb. Yeah, it's a Spirit Bomb.
I know Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so a lot of his moves are insanely devastating.
Yeah.
And there's just a random chance that they'll happen. I was fighting one last night and I was winning by a lot in the beginning, and then I got cocky and I was throwing out Falcon punches, and then he got 2 just RNG based one of these dumbass moves, and then I just got annihilated.
That's insane.
He has an HP meter or an MP meter, I'm sorry, kind of similar to what Cloud has. So you can waste your mana on your special moves.
Yeah.
His neutral B charges up basically Kamehameha.
Yeah.
And 3 of those will KO an opponent. So if I just Hadouken you 3 times, you're dead.
Yeah.
But it uses a lot of mana. So that's Hero. You have to, if you want to play it, you got to learn all these things. I think playing as Hero is the same as playing with items on, because it's so random.
Basically, that's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Like if what's the thing? The beetle.
Yeah.
You throw at somebody and they just die.
Yeah.
Some of these, like Kaboom and frickin' Thwack, that's like getting one of those next to you in the game.
Yeah.
It's that random. So I think that they might have to ban him in tournaments.
Sounds like him.
Because it's so random.
Is there a way to turn it off?
Then he's just not. Then he's a horrible character.
Yeah.
With none of these, he's a terrible character.
Yeah, because they would have to ban him.
Right?
Yeah.
It's clear that they were not thinking of the competitive scene. They were thinking of. I mean, Nintendo's competitive scene has the items on and the Smash Ball and everything.
Right.
He's definitely a fun character to play with and against, but not in a competitive setting.
Yeah.
Not if you want to win, because you're going to get the dumbest things are going to happen to you and make you die. you know. So I think he's a big problem for Smash Brothers.
Oh, absolutely.
He's cool and it's fun, but like you cannot have him. And there's I don't know why I didn't put the article here. Kotaku put a list together of like what like the competitive Smash players were saying about Hero. Oh, Internet Reacts to Hero and Smash Brothers. I gotta wait.
They also have an article. I didn't read the whole thing, but it's basically saying, if Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's new fighter, Dragon Quest Hero, has you baffled, you're not alone.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's the competitive community is split. Some people are like, this is awesome. Some people are like, this is insane. Cosmos, competitive player, says, so Hero can heal, put you to sleep, teleport to the center of the stage when you try to edge guard, freeze you, throw projectiles, reflect projectiles while moving and attacking, be the fastest character, have deep breathing, have revenge, kill you at 0 randomly, hit you anywhere on screen. MK Leo, which might be the top ranked Smash Brothers player, says, I know I'm not the only one who thinks Hero is the best character in the game, and he is not even out yet. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Who is it? Mr. R Smash says, really worried that Hero is going to ruin the game. Ultimate is in such a good spot right now, too. Man, sigh. Sam says, who here is in the Hero counters my main club? Raise your hands. He's notorious for like being like, he's a Pikachu player, and he's always like, Pikachu's not good. Oh, Pikachu's best. Oh, this person makes my character suck. But so he complains a lot. Leffen, you know Leffen?
Yes.
Player. It's time to stand up for what's right. Ban Hero today. And there's a change.org petition.
Oh,
and
God.
then Panda Global, who is a esports organization, says, given Hero's impending ban, we'd like to start a petition to unban Hero, allowing Hero mains everywhere to enjoy tournaments again. And then Salem says, the Hero truly is my character I see. And Liquid DeBuzz, who plays as Olimar, who got nerfed in the last patch, says, I play enough card games and team fight tactics to embrace the RNG that is Hero's kit. Chaotic, evil looking ass character. Kind of reminds me of Brawl Olimar, where sometimes you pulled 6 purple Pikmin and 1 by accident. So Hero kind of turns it into like an RPG, but you have to be so quick with pulling out the menu. You're pulling out a menu to do an attack, and you'd have to just hope that the attack is a good attack, you know?
It almost sounds impractical for a game like this.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it.
I do like Catalyst's tweet about it, though.
What is that?
When you memorize Hero spell names in every language, and it's a picture of Pitbull looking at the world, and it says Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, you have to learn 15 attacks and know exactly when the right time to do them, and be able to recognize them super quickly. You know, it's crazy. It definitely changes the game. It changes a lot about the game. There were other changes, and it also came with the 4.0 update. And I mean, it didn't really change that much. Well, I guess I should read what it actually changed besides of player balance. Like on offline, there is a very easy difficulty that's been added to adventure mode, which is good. Snapshots can be added to the timeline and edit video. So when you're editing a video, you can put a picture.
Nice.
Steel, grass, sponge, paper, and yarned terrains have been added, have been adjusted in the stage builder after this update. Stage is created with okay, who cares? The following spirits. Who cares about spirits? Online tournament. There's a tournament mode now, but the rules are baked in.
Okay.
So you can't make your own rules, and you can't make your own tournament. You just have to join one.
Dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
A support function to predict the winner of a spectate battle and earn points has been added. I saw this. People were like betting on battles, which is pretty cool. Okay. That's basically, and then they added a bunch of like me outfits and stuff. One of them looks like Goku, so they're getting there. And as for the character changes, there's not really anything that's that groundbreaking. They didn't really like ruin any characters this time around.
Yeah.
They didn't touch Captain Falcon at all, which is great. Happy about it. Characters who carry shields can now shield stun, shuffle when blocking a projectile with their shield. That only includes Hero and all of the links. A lot of characters. They did something that changed on a lot of characters, but it seems pretty much whatever they did was to a lot of characters and like small minor adjustments. So it wasn't anything that like ruined any characters. They did this a lot. Shortened launch distance when the full combo doesn't connect. That's one that they did with a lot. So you know how like Captain Falcon's got the rapid jab?
Yeah.
Where he'll do like a ba ba ba.
Yeah.
If the first two connect and the last one doesn't, then you're not going to go as far.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense. Stuff like that. Some characters, they'll wake up quicker when they're asleep.
Right.
For the most part, it doesn't really break anything. Mm-hmm. The only thing that breaks a lot is Hero. And that's really unfortunate. The next guy we're going to get is Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes.
So that's cool. Aiden in the chat says, Hero's side B can F right off. Disc Juice says, everyone knows the Wulff Den tournament mode is the only tournament mode. Yeah, I want to be able to make my own tournaments. It kind of sucks that you can't just do that. All right. We got no super chats. So I guess we can move on.
Sweet. Let's do that.
Hey. Oh, these are all going to be really easy. We're going to plow through these. You can now unofficially run Android on your Switch. Well,
cool.
According to Nintendo Life, on one hand, we have... I'm not going to read this.
No.
There's Android on Switch now.
Yeah.
Why is it... Oh, no, they wrote unofficially. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can root your Switch to play Android or to run Android, which it already runs a weird version of, like a totally skinned version of Android.
But this is like base Android, like straight from Google.
This is like you got an Android launcher and everything.
Yeah.
I want to know how launching the Switch launcher works. This guy's got a web browser in it and everything.
Yeah.
But then he can dock it. You can play Android games on it. He's playing Portal right now. Apparently the Joy-Cons don't map to everything. Certain emulators, like the Dolphin emulator, doesn't like the joysticks, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it's not great.
Yeah.
He starts it off in the launch what's it called? He starts it off on the Switch launcher.
Okay.
But then then he's rooting it. Okay. So yeah, I think once you do this, you can't go back to playing your Switch. You can't go back to playing Switch games. It looks like.
Yeah.
It's like once you put Android on it, that's it.
Well, I thought it would load it from a micro SD card.
Load what?
Android. Like it boots from the SD card.
Right, but then
like you'd have to like take it out, I guess. Like turn off the system and take it out.
I don't know though, because once you flash something like an Android ROM, that's it.
But I don't know. It might
Whenever I've flashed Android versions on my old Android phones, it would just nuke the whole phone, I
might have read this somewhere else, but I don't think it necessarily flashes it. I think it just boots from the SD card.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
If it wasn't clear already, running something like this on your Switch would be entirely at your own risk. This is not a Nintendo-approved action to take. On the plus side, for those who like this sort of thing, the entire ROM actually runs from the SD card rather than the console itself.
Oh, there you go.
According to Nintendo Life, it's safer than I thought, but probably still not too safe.
We here at the Wulff Den do not recommend that you do this. No. There's a whole lot of problems that could arise. You can get banned from Switch Online. Yeah. It could void your warranty.
If you're going to do this, definitely don't do it on your primary Switch. Buy another Switch to do it with, and do not use your own account.
Correct.
Also, you have to put a little chip on the side where the Joy-Con slide.
Yeah, you have to do the Joy-Con exploit.
Yeah, and that purposely shorts something on the Switch. Mm-hmm. So that's dangerous.
Yes.
So do this at your own risk. Or just don't. I'd say just don't do it. Not worth it. Also, hey, Nintendo Switch has now sold 36.87 million units. Could pass the SNES by Christmas. Last I checked, they were at like 17. Mm-hmm. Now they're at almost 37.
That's insane.
Yeah. According to Nintendo Life, as of June 2019, the Nintendo Switch has sold 36.87 million units worldwide. Yes, Nintendo's current machine continues to fly off shelves as Nintendo shares new data on its success. The last official figure we received placed the console's lifetime sales at 34.74 million as of March 2019, meaning that it sold around 2.13 million units over the last 3 months, which can often be a rather quiet time of year, it should be said. The data also shows that Switch software sales have now reached 210.13 million. Also, don't forget, we're getting a new Switch in like a month and a half.
So that'll only add to this.
Interestingly, the Switch is closing in on the SNES's lifetime sales at a rather devastating pace. Back in March, Nintendo predicted that it would sell another 18 million Switch consoles by March 2020, which would take the total to around 52 million and above SNES's 49.10 million lifetime total. Of course, that was before the announcement of the Switch Lite, so we wouldn't be surprised if Switch sales actually passed the much-loved retro beast by Christmas this year. We've gathered up all Nintendo's consoles and blah, blah, blah. The Wii is the top-selling Nintendo console of all time. 101.63 million hardware sales.
Yes.
And almost a billion software sales. Yeah. That's crazy. NES is number 2 with 61.91 million. Mm-hmm. SNES is number 3 with 49.10, and Switch is already number 5.
That's
beating
crazy.
out the N64, the GameCube, and the Wii U. Which GameCube and Wii U, completely understandable.
Yeah.
N64, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because that sold a lot. I think the Switch is going to beat the NES too.
I think so too.
Maybe next year. Maybe this time next year, it'll be creeping up on any.
If not next year, then definitely the year after.
Because we're getting a Switch Lite, so that's going to boost it up even more. And I mean, 61 isn't that much higher than 50. You know.
It's not in the key, but this is also on the heels of the PlayStation 4 shipping its 100 millionth unit.
Wait, worldwide. I want to go back for a second. Let's note that there's the top selling Switch, the top selling Nintendo platforms seem to be portables. I wasn't including portables, and the Switch is a portable, so that makes a lot more sense. Mm-hmm. Game Boy and Game Boy Color is at 118 hardware sales
combined.
The top selling is the Nintendo DS, the original, with 154 million. That's over the Wii.
Yeah.
So the Switch being a hybrid, it could boost it up a lot more.
Yeah.
You know. Sorry. Continue, Will.
The PlayStation 4 has shipped, not sold necessarily, but shipped 100 million units worldwide to stores. It is the 4th video game system home console to do that. You know, behind the PS2, the PS1, the Wii, and now the PS4.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I mean, no matter, even if it's just shipped, that's a staggering number for a home console.
Sony is up there.
Yeah.
Sony sells a lot of home consoles.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. It's funny because only like back when the PS4 launched, everyone was saying like, why? Consoles are dead. There's no reason for it. Just get a PC, or mobile's the future. Everyone's going to play games on the iPhone. And look at us now. You know, it's
100 million.
100 million units.
I still have my launch one too.
I know. A lot of my friends still have their launch one.
A lot of people complain about how the original PlayStation 4 sounds like a jet engine maybe now.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't. I bought mine the day it came out.
Yeah.
And it's still...
I remember it being loud. It's
not that loud, mine.
I have the slim one and it's much quieter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have my launch. So like that says something, that it sold 100 million and they're not even trying to break your console like Microsoft might do sometimes, you know? Microsoft's not doing too hot.
No, I believe the last I heard it's 2-1 Xboxes to PS.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, so it's like 50 million units.
I mean, I say they're not doing so hot. Comparatively.
They
know their sales expectations.
Yeah.
Like they're probably meeting goals and stuff.
I mean, that's why they're like putting a lot of money into game development now, into cloud gaming, into Game Pass, into services and things like that. Because the hardware side of things isn't doing so hot, so they're looking at other ways.
Right. All right. So that's crazy. Video games doing great.
Yeah.
That was the last thing I had.
Okay, I just have two things real quick. EA explains why they haven't put so many games on the Switch.
Why is that, Will? I'm very interested to hear them explain themselves.
It's a dumb reason.
I could imagine.
EA CEO Andrew Wilson explains why publishers' lack of support for the Switch. The company doesn't release a lot of games on Nintendo's console. Where is it? Let me just go. During EA's first quarter earnings call on Tuesday, an analyst said they thought the Sims franchise might be well suited for the Switch, but EA's top executive suggested otherwise. While his response was largely centered on The Sims, Wilson also claimed that a great many Switch owners do play EA games, only they tend to do so on other gaming platforms that they own. Quote, anytime we're evaluating platform conversations, we're really looking at a couple of things. One, does the game really fit the profile of that platform in terms of the control or the community ecosystem? 2, do we think the community playing on that platform would appreciate the game and go there, or would they prefer to play it somewhere else? We have a lot of data that suggests that a great many Switch owners also own PS4 or Xbox Ones or PC, and very often choose to play the games that we make on those platforms even though they have a Switch and they enjoy a lot of great content on the Switch. While Wilson doesn't rule out that The Sims would ever come to Nintendo's console, the chances appear slim. Quote, I wouldn't say that The Sims would never go to the Switch, but I think we're doing really, really well attracting Sims players to other platforms.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Wait, so they say they polled people and people say they'd rather play it on other platforms?
No, they just ran data.
What's the data?
Exactly. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Explain yourself, because in my experience, I mean, I might be a little biased because we're over here on a predominantly Nintendo Switch channel.
Yeah.
We're in a little bubble here. But all I've ever heard is people being like, put that game on the Switch.
Yeah. So many, like, whenever a game comes to the Switch, people get excited for it because that means they can play it on the toilet.
Yes.
That's a big deal to people. You look at Bethesda, and the second they put Doom on the Switch, everyone's like, what? No way. Like, it was incredible.
It didn't sell that well for them, though.
Probably because it came out, like, after
It
everything else.
came out way late. But, like, Bethesda keeps putting their games on the Switch.
Like, EA isn't even trying.
Yeah, they're not at all. And I think that here's the thing. They're putting games on the Switch. The games they're putting on there are crap.
They have 4 games on the Switch right now. 3 of them are FIFA. One of them is FE, that like indie type game, and then they have Unravel 2 coming to the Switch. Okay. So you got 2 side-scrolling platformers and 3 lower quality FIFA ports.
They need to put one of their AAA games on the Switch as like a test to see how many people would rather have it on the Switch. But they think they're doing that with FIFA.
Right.
But the FIFA that they're putting on the Switch is a trash version of FIFA.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Basically what they're doing is they are basically, by their actions, they're saying that we don't think the Switch is a quality console, therefore we're not going to put our quality games on it. We'll put FIFA on there because we put FIFA on everything.
It takes a little bit of work to port something to a console like the Switch.
Right.
And so they don't want to put their resources into doing that.
Yeah.
Because they put FIFA on it and they're like, nobody likes this. But really, it's your
You're putting
fault
a crappy version of FIFA on there.
That nobody likes that.
If you put a FIFA on there that's comparable to all the other FIFA games, because like 2K puts NBA 2K on there every year, and from what I understand, like it might run a little bit slower and it might not look as good, but it's the same game across all systems. Even the stupid WWE 2K game, which ran like ass, was the same game.
Right. Yeah, at least you have the option to play it on there.
Exactly.
Ray Zeflin says, Apex? There is definitely a version of Apex out there that is running on the Switch right now that's in development. Whether or not EA greenlights it is a completely different story. But I think that that's something that they're working on. And they also got to fix the online. I mean, you got Fortnite running pretty great on the Switch, but Apex is going to be a little bit harder.
Darktype says Unravel 2 is already out on the Switch. I have it. Okay, so that's 5 games.
But that's not enough. Like,
that's not a lot.
You put Apex on the Switch, you have it do great, and then maybe they'll see.
You put Jedi Fallen Order on the Switch.
Ooh, there you go.
Like, there's no reason why there is no Star Wars games on the Switch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, there's barely any Star Wars games anymore.
Right, but you think about it. Like, LucasArts has done a decent job of porting all the Star Wars games and making them available to people. Like all the old stuff. Like, you can get Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast if you wanted to. You can play Republic Commando on Xbox One from the original Xbox days.
Yeah, no thanks to EA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Illuma Donkey Kong. EA recently sent me a survey to fill out asking me questions about consoles, their games, etc. So they did collect data from some of us at least, but I'm not one of those who has more than one consoles. That's another thing. So he said he did the survey that EA put out, so they are collecting data, but he doesn't have multiple consoles. Just because some people own X and Y consoles doesn't mean that everybody does. If they want to play a game and they only have console X, but it's for console Y, that's bad for business.
Yeah. There's almost no reason for me to own an Xbox One.
Right.
You know? Like, I would not have that otherwise, if I didn't want to make a video about it. So there are some people who have a Switch and, like, that's it.
Yeah.
And they want to play your new games and you just can't. That's a whole market that you are just not on.
Yeah.
Except for FIFA.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play
Nobody
FIFA.
wants to. Yeah.
Or your garbage version.
Yeah, exactly. If you put a garbage version of FIFA on the Switch, then of course people are going to want to play the better versions on other systems.
All right. Here's this last thing that you have.
Yes, I just found this and we have to talk about it. Papa Roach concert reportedly used stolen video game artwork for a poster. Bob, I don't know if you know this, but Papa Roach has been making something of a comeback recently.
I did not know this.
No, they started off very strong with a good runner-up for Tweet of the Week. After our dear president tweeted out a whole bunch of things. He tweeted out, "No collusion, no obstruction, total exoneration, Democrat witch hunt," to which Papa Roach responded, "Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort."
I saw that, but it wasn't Papa Roach who wrote it.
Really?
They might have taken it from somebody else.
Oh, well, then they're on a roll.
Go to the replies. Did somebody out them?
No, Papa Roach responded, "We're taking our comedy show on the road." So they're on tour.
Okay. Because I saw somebody else make the same joke.
Yeah.
And that's a very good joke.
But, I mean, if they're stealing jokes, then they're on a roll with stealing stuff because apparently Papa Roach's official Facebook page posted a picture of a tour poster used to promote the band's recent performance.
Roll it back.
Okay.
They're playing with Asking Alexandria.
Yes.
I played with Asking Alexandria once. Let me pull up the nice camera here.
Okay.
We were in some random place down south. They came over from the UK. Okay. Almost none of the members are still there anymore.
Yeah.
They came over. They rented. They poured all their money into buying a van.
Mm-hmm.
They had zero equipment, so they showed up at the show and said, "Hey, Kusari, right? That was the name of the band. Nice to meet you. We need to borrow all of your equipment."
Wow.
So they borrowed all of our equipment and then bounced once they were done playing.
Wow.
Assholes. But none of them are in the band. I think only the singer is the only guy who's left or something.
Okay.
Anyway, so you know what? One of them made the poster.
Yeah, probably. Papa Roach's official Facebook page posted a picture of a tour poster used to promote the band's recent performance at the Southside Ballroom in Dallas, Texas. The poster features a reddish fish monster looking at her phone with Papa Roach and opener Asking Alexandria's name on the front. The name of the venue is also printed at the bottom. The only problem is that the poster isn't original artwork made for Papa Roach's Who Do You Trust US tour. That's a good name for this. Who do you trust? Instead, as noted by Twitter user Vlad Kalu, the poster appears to be lifted and slightly edited from an original poster for the game Monster Prom by artist Aster Alexander for the website The Yeti. Then there's
Yeti.
a tweet. Yeah.
The Yeti.
The Yeti. And then it is shout out to my boys Papa Roach and Asking Alexandria Official and Southside Ballroom, who apparently misused some Monster Prom artwork for their poster in Dallas, Texas. And yeah.
And he said, good job, friendos. I love it.
Yeah, and as you can, if you have it up on screen, you can see they just basically recolored the background.
Some poor intern probably made this.
Yeah.
Now they're fired.
Monster Prom is a 2018 visual novel developed by Beautiful Glitch, styled after Japanese dating sims. Monster Prom lets players romantically pursue 6 different monsters to date. Monster Prom creative director Julian Quinono spoke with Kotaku about the poster incident and said that while the incident provided some good laughs, silly puns, and a funny story to tell, art theft is sadly incredibly common in the entertainment industry. It's unclear how Alexander's poster went on to be used for Papa Roach's tour poster. IGN reached out to Papa Roach's agent for an explanation, but didn't receive a response.
So it's probably some person who is used to making local show posters, you know? And for those, you just go to Google Images and you just steal stuff. You know? This is a local show. Who cares? No one's going to see it. No one's going to come to the show anyway. And then they get to do Papa Roach.
Yeah.
And then no one fact checks any of their stuff. Reverse Google image searches. And then he got iced.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Whoever made it. Unless it was one of the people from Asking Alexandria, in which case,
probably.
You can go after yourself.
So there you go. The Papa Roach comeback of 2019 is in full swing. First day, they troll the president, and then they steal fan art.
Well, it's not like they...
Yeah.
It's not like they... Unless they did. Maybe one of them did, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them plays the game. He's like, yo, I got an idea for a poster.
That's it. That's the girl for the poster. All right. We're running late.
We are.
Tweet of the week or unboxing?
Unboxing.
All right. Here we go. We got a lot of crap.
We do.
Let me bring all this over.
Okay.
Without taking down our...
Do you need help?
I got it, Will. Do I need help, Will?
Well, I lied, because we got a lot. You got a big-ass box, and then a lot of small boxes on top of it. One just fell on the floor.
I guess we'll open that one first.
All right.
This one is from China.
Okay.
It says cherry on it. I don't know what that
Oh, boy.
Always cut towards yourself.
Yeah. Every time we get something from China, it's always packed to hell with tape.
Yes.
I was concerned that was going to go right into your leg, the blade.
This is a very sharp blade.
Yeah.
I should not have grabbed this.
Where did you get that blade?
I got it on the internet.
I know you got it on the internet.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Imagine mom's surprise when a giant knife comes in the mail.
Yeah.
This is next to my bed knife.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a nice, sharp next to your bed knife, you know?
Just in case.
Oh, no. What is this?
It looks like a GameCube controller.
GameCube controller Switch. USB Type-C. I was not told about this.
What's the company on the box?
Exlene.
Exlene.
And the E, there's a SIM card?
What?
A SIM card
Ejector
thing?
Interesting.
This is a weird thing.
There's a QR code on the side of the box. You want me to scan it?
I mean, if you really want. It's probably the website.
Probably.
Because it has the website underneath it. Why is it so hard to open? Yeah, it's just a GameCube controller. Oh, I've seen this.
What is it?
It's a GameCube controller for the Switch.
Okay.
It has the share button and the home button and all that stuff. It's very plasticky feeling.
Let me see.
But it's wireless.
Okay, and it has USB-C.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, 2 Wulff Den.
That's us.
Okay, I ripped it.
No, it's very plasticky. Oh, God.
On the back, it has written 2 Wulff Den. And on here, it says, "Hi, modern vintage gamer. How are you? We know you from YouTube and like your channel. I'm glad you like Modern Vintage Gamer too. Could you please help do a YouTube review for our new release, Excelente? Bluetooth wireless GameCube controller Switch. This is our new improved version with many changes now. Remapped button, much like Pro Controller. Larger D-pad, Bluetooth, wireless, recharge, blah, 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 blah. When you get the sale, please feel free to contact us. I will. And they have an Amazon store.
Modern Vintage Gamer is going to be at Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, so
should we give it to him?
We should definitely...
No, he definitely got his own.
Well, we should definitely like do something about that. Like, just go to...
I'll say, hey man, did you ever get your GameCube controller? All right, so I'll check that out. I'll try that out.
I mean, it feels plasticky, but it feels sturdy.
The thing is, there's so many good GameCube controllers for the Switch. It's hard to like attempt another one. This might be 8-bit due. This next one, and if it is, I can't show it. It's embargoed until next Wednesday, which means I'm not gonna have a video for a while. Yep.
Okay.
That's the cool controller.
Yeah.
That I'm really excited about. The one with the handles that we've been waiting for a long time.
And we've learned our lesson about breaking embargoes, haven't we?
This was way too easy to open. This is from who knows? Oh! Is this well, I can show the box, right?
Well, that game's out, isn't it?
I don't know. Is this limited run? No. This is Enter the Gungeon, the physical version.
Yes.
For the Switch. That's really cool.
That is cool.
It comes with stickers and a soundtrack.
Nice.
Let's open it up. Hopefully this isn't embargoed.
Didn't come with anything else?
Nope. Listen, if things are embargoed, put a letter in there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it comes with a little bullet kin.
Oh.
You've made a little papercraft bullet. That's cool. Now I'll finally play this game.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah. That's really cool. Okay, what's in this box now? Is this PvP? This is too light. This is very light. Oh.
That looks
like... Satisfy. I don't think I could show this.
Okay.
This, though, is from Games.
Games Inc.
What is Games, Will?
Let me just look up what it stands for first.
Who cares? Just tell them what it is.
All right, so basically it is a portable monitor for video game consoles. So what you do is they basically make portable monitors for your PS4, your Xbox One, your Switch, even your PC, and you put your system in a briefcase that has a screen on it. You can take it with you wherever you go. The one they sent us, is gigantic.
Oh. I think this is the new one.
The Vanguard, yeah.
No, Guardian.
Oh yeah, Guardian.
Oh my God, it's falling out.
Oh jeez.
Jesus Christ! This.
Look at that thing.
Jesus. So what you do is you put your console in here, like your Xbox or your PlayStation. I don't know why you would put a Switch in here.
That's not awful sounding at all.
It's good. All right. Imagine taking this on a flight with you, Will.
I can't, honestly. That thing is... There's no way they'll let you carry that on.
It's like a big briefcase.
I have seen somebody use one of these in an airport, but it was definitely the smaller version of it, like whatever the small version is, and he was playing his Xbox One X like in the seating area.
Oh, is this the one we saw?
I think it is.
This is the one that you could put a PC in.
Yeah. This is the one we saw at E3.
That we didn't put in the video because I didn't think it was that interesting. I can't open it.
Let me see that.
How do you... Here. Let's take the whole thing.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is very heavy.
This is... Oh, my God. How is this even functional?
So, at E3... So this is the one that you put an entire computer in.
Yeah.
And that is your stream setup
Yeah.
Where you just have a
That was the whole thing, because they have like different versions. They have the Vanguard, they have the Sentry, the Sentinel. This is the Guardian, and it's basically designed to be a mobile streaming service. It's designed specifically for like Twitch streamers and YouTubers so that they can like keep streaming while they're on the go.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because they say, if you're a Twitch streamer, you don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because you're losing out on stream time.
I did it. Oh, good God Almighty!
Is there something in there?
It's this.
No.
Underneath the chassis. It's just a box.
Okay.
I think there's stuff in the box.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me just turn this around, or try to, so you can get a.
God.
Look at this thing.
That is a big.
Oh my
monitor.
God! You could fit a puppy in here.
So this is the.
I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it and break so many things.
Yeah, please do not do that.
I'm trying not to. This thing is very cumbersome. This is the most
very big.
impractical thing.
All right, so that thing is $700 with no computer in it at all.
Oh my God! Well, the screen's like a high quality screen. It's like
I can tell you right now.
Well, it says it right on the box, right there.
Oh. It is a 24-inch, 60 hertz IPS display.
Okay.
So it's only HD. It's 1080p.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. God. But it's got like, USB ports in the front. It's got
USB ports in the front. It's got an HDMI port. It's got headphone jacks. It's got volume. It's got brightness. What's in this box? Oh.
How are
you gonna do anything with this?
How am I gonna get a computer to put it in?
I thought this was a hat. No, but it's just basically the power supply, HDMI cable, right angle HDMI cables.
Smart.
That's nice of them. USB cables and additional plugs and stuff, and a little bag to put all of them in. Do not overpack. Overpacking this bag could result in damage left to the side of the screen and will void product warranty. Only place this bag with the game's logo facing up. Games.
All right, I'm gonna show it on screen real quick.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like when it's like all set up. Look at how ridiculous that is. There's rails on the top so you can put a webcam and like lights and stuff.
I forgot what he said. They can hold like what, 50 pounds or something?
No.
It can hold
20, I think.
20, yeah.
The monitor can hold 20 pounds. I don't think it could hold 20. The guy was like, we had these giant cameras with us.
Yeah.
And he's like, that camera could fit on top of here. And James was like, nah. Nah, sorry.
It's not easy to open. What do you got here? You got a USB port in the back, super speed USB 3.0, an HDMI port. In the front, you have three USB 3s. One's a 1.8 amp, and the other two are 0.9. You got two headphone jacks. It has, I just realized what these blue things are. It's like the spacers for all your systems, like where to fit it. Like it's,
I see.
Yeah, so like if I take it, I can't really take it out.
So in the demo, they have an Xbox One S in there.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll try it with an Xbox One X.
Yeah, and according to this, it fits in the same space.
But this said it had a 1440p monitor, and this says it's just HD, 60 hertz. And I remember when they were playing it in the demo, they were doing 144 hertz, weren't they?
I think so.
In Doom.
Unless that's a different Guardian.
Yeah. Wait. No, this is the Pro XP.
Okay.
Unless maybe there's different stages of Pro XP.
Maybe. He did say that it was upgradable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I'm going to have to try it with an Xbox. I mean, like, I have a Switch.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need
But what if you
this?
wanted to stream it, Bob?
That's the thing. If I needed to stream a game, okay, I'm Ninja.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Ninja. I can't be Ninja. I'm somebody who only streams Mario Maker. That's my content.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Now I need to go to a convention.
Yeah.
And I need to stream while I'm there. Mm-hmm. I have an unlimited budget. What do? I buy a Razer laptop. Mm-hmm. I bring my Switch with the dock. and I get a monitor. And Games has a monitor that's smaller.
Yeah, they make like a 1 pound monitor.
Or just use the TV in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And that's it. This is excessive. This is if you stream PC games.
This is if you travel a lot.
And stream PC
games.
Or Xbox or PlayStation games.
Yeah. Because I know...
Switch games... You don't need this thing.
I was talking to the guy when we were seeing this, and we both knew that wrestlers like buy this a lot. Like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Xavier Woods, they all have these.
Musicians who tour.
Yeah,
because there's some. I think Weezer has like a those giant road cases that I used to have.
Yeah,
they would have one of those that's just game consoles.
Yeah,
not Weezer. Was it Weezer?
I mean, they
probably have one too.
Yeah.
There was a guy who made them, who made the road cases for people like that. So this is cool.
This is
but it is very.
This is nuts.
This is very niche.
And I can't stress how huge this thing is.
It is very big.
Like
the monitor in it is 24 inches. So imagine that. We got a lot of monitors going on.
We do. Good.
I wonder if I can take the monitor out of that.
I don't know. It feels like it's in the case pretty well.
All right. That's crazy. I wonder where I can get a computer small enough to put in there.
You probably...
Without buying it. I want to borrow somebody's. All right. Anyway, hey, guess what? It's time for the tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. How am I going to put this down?
Yeah, find a place for it, Will.
I guess. Stand up.
This is from Elise on Twitter, at YEEELYSE, and it says, was being responsible and didn't drive home after happy hour last night, came back to pick up my car, and it's in a fucking farmer's market. And it's a picture of her car, just with a farmer's market around it. And there's like a tent over it. You're not getting out of that situation.
Hold on, let me just mark down your curse.
So what I would do in that situation... turn right back around and go home and wait till the next day.
Yeah.
And go get the car.
Yeah.
Because
you're not getting out of that one.
You Uber back.
Yeah.
You know? That's the end of that. All right.
All right. And then I have a tweet of the week.
Oh.
It just happened.
Okay.
So my dear friend Matt Fela messaged me. NECA is making a Sinestro Core Predator figure. Like it's a from the movie Predator, the Predator, but he's a Sinestro Core lantern.
That is so weird.
And it's not like there's no comic for it. And I said to Matt, I said, he like added me in the NECA tweet on the thread, and I said to Matt, and I added NECA Toys, I said, NECA needs to stop making cool shit that I want. I am running out of space. And then NECA says to me,
they quote tweeted
me, can't stop, won't stop, nerd face emoji.
They wrote, the initial tweet is, heard you missed me. What, did they not make toys for a while?
I think they've just been silent on like certain fronts, like the Predator front specifically. They make good Predator figures, man.
I see that.
They make good everything figures.
I see that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So NECA, if you're watching, guess what? I'm a YouTuber, and we are all about unboxing crazy things on this channel.
Yeah, man, you could be you can have your figure right next to a games monitor.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, fans, you know what to do.
All right, now we talk to you people.
Yes. As always, you can reach us on Twitter using the hashtag WolfDenLive. If you left a comment on last week's Wolf Den Live, this is the part of the show where we will finally answer you. And of course, ladies and gentlemen watching at home, please start asking your questions and comments because we will get to them when we are done with everybody else.
We're going to try to plow through these because we're very late.
Yeah.
We're up on the hashtag right now. We're not going to be taking new hashtags. So if you missed it, you missed it.
Too bad.
Too bad. Oh, yeah, there's actually not that many. 2 days ago, little skeet. Sup, my rotisserie chickens. What are you guys' favorite video game binge night food/snacks? Bonus points for cheesy items. Thanks, you guys. Rock my socks. I feel like we've gotten this question before.
Yeah. We don't like to eat while we play games.
Especially things that will get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
We like a good cookie, a nice pastry.
Cookies
they don't
are
get
good.
Your hands
sometimes they get crummy though.
Yeah.
That could be a problem.
The trick is to get the crumbs on you.
Yeah. I like your pretzels. I like your tortilla chips, but
like a good drink, like a coffee, or maybe like a nice Mountain Dew.
Drink, I think, is one thing because it's always good to stay hydrated. But yeah, no, generally we don't eat while we play because we're too busy playing. Unless it's like a Kojima game and the cutscenes are 3 days long, then it's good to have a snack.
Correct. And the snack of choice here at the Wulff Den is cookies.
Yes.
Or a pastry of some sort. Benner's says Tweet of the Week contender, and it's the guy who has his kid and he does some visual effects to make it look like a movie. It's an old meme, right? Yeah. I appreciate it. Bernardo Venegas, who did some artwork for us last week, says, "Hey guys, as promised, here's Bob's fan art. I hope you guys like it. Keep the great job. You guys are amazing. P.S. I added a little battle screen just for fun. I thought double battle against you guys would be a fun concept. So it's us fighting.
Yes.
Oh damn it, my.
Well, it's not us fighting. It's us getting ready to fight somebody else.
Like we're together.
Yeah. Doubles.
I hate how I can't show this on screen. This is so annoying. But anyway, there's me and the best Pokemon
that isn't Charizard or Charmander.
No, that's period. Will the hot topic of Pokemon? You got Scyther.
I like how the quote he gave you is, "I'm afraid you just got hacked."
I'm liking the shirt. It's a Henley shirt with the Wulff Den logo. We're gonna have to make those.
Yeah.
And then that's the battle screen. It's the two of us. Very animu. I like it very much.
Yeah. Good job. 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Bernardo. Thank you very much. All right. Lastly, we got Q73 Power. Fire Emblem Three Houses is one of the best games ever. It might beat Mario Maker as Game of the Year for me. You're just saying that to piss me off. I played it 20 hours in 5 days. How do I make time to play Fire Emblem, watch anime, and read manga? Do all three at the same time?
If you do that, make a video of it and send it to us.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, that could be your type of game.
Yeah.
I look at Fire Emblem and I'm like, I don't understand how the hell to play that.
Yeah.
It's like a tactics game. It looks very confusing.
Oh, yeah.
It's super not my type of game. Jordan, a.k.a. Super Saiyan 7, says, Bob, how do you like the hero? Will, how do you like My Hero Academia 3?
Well, I did a whole video on that, so you can check that out. And Bob just talked about it like an hour ago, so you can rewind this podcast.
Yeah, I don't like... Hero's fun. I think it's very problematic for competitive Smash Brothers.
And MUA 3 is very good. Play it with friends if you can. Just know that it is chaotic as all get out.
All right. Last week's Wulff Den Live, in the comments, we got... That's the one we talked about Joy-Con drift. Apparently, everybody was just bitching about their own Joy-Con drift. But then there's some people like Nibelian who says, came here only to say, that's the best thumbnail ever.
That is a damn good thumbnail.
I think it was.
Yeah.
That is, I drew a Joy-Con drifting like it was an initial D.
Yeah.
And I had all the manga lines and everything.
How do we submit that to like the Webbies or the Streamies for best thumbnail?
They need a category for that because I would win that.
Yes, absolutely.
I take great pride in my thumbnails.
And I would go and take credit for it.
JBB says, got Switch last Xmas, and I never had Joy-Con issues, and I exclusively play handheld. Okay, so I guess he's playing it a lot and hasn't had an issue. I haven't had an issue.
I haven't had an issue.
Justin Ogorcell says, great content, man. Keep it up. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hydro City Harry says, Crash Team Racing, greater than Mario Kart always. And I thought that was Mortal Kombat. Every time I see MK, I think Mortal Kombat.
I know, right? I told you I recently played Crash Team Racing, like on PS4.
I think you did.
With a friend. I don't know if I talked about it on stream. It's a good game. It's fun. It is not Mario Kart. It is nowhere close to being as good as Mario Kart.
You can't make a kart racer that's better than Mario Kart.
You can't. I mean,
you can't do it.
I feel like
if you do, it's a ripoff of Mario Kart.
I haven't played Team Sonic Racing, but I know Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, like, they, like, I think know you can't compete with Mario Kart, so they actually made it more like a regular racer.
Team Sonic Racing feels exactly like Mario Kart.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, no. I will say, there's a contender coming out this year, Garfield and Friends Racer.
There are a lot of Garfield kart racers, though.
What made everybody just start making kart racers?
I mean, they've been around for a while. Like, there've always been kart racers, but I think because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was like a big deal.
Why kart?
Because Mario.
What made them go into a cart? Mario, yeah. But like, then that's it.
Well, it's like how after Melee came out, there were all those Smash Brothers knockoffs. You got an Onimusha Smash Brothers knockoff.
You never go like, let's go out to the kart races and watch the kart races.
No, sometimes. There's a go-kart place right by us.
Yeah, but you go in the go-kart,
Yeah.
you know?
And if you don't want to go in the go-kart, you can spectate.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's just go hang out at the go-kart track.
I mean,
it's dumb. It's a weird thing for everybody to bandwagon around. You know?
I know.
Why does it got to be a car? Just make it a car.
Because it's different. It plays differently.
I'm moving. I'm mad. I'm mad now. Brian Wegel says, "Hey, buddy, got my Japanese version, and I have never had this issue. Definitely a USA quality control issue. Why? Because your Japanese Switch works fine."
See, but the thing is with kart racing is that you don't go to watch, but typically you go to drive it yourself.
Right.
So, and that's a thing that like really anybody can do. So they just moved it over to video games, the space where you can't be a race car driver, but you can play the race car games. You can be a go-kart racer, but maybe you can't go to the go-kart track.
In Crash Team Racing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a kart racer.
Yeah.
Why not make it a car?
Because
for Mario, it's like I'm going out with my friends to go play some go-kart.
I think because kart racing has the connotation of it being a little bit more cartoony, a little bit more easy to use, family friendly, arcadey basically. Whereas with a regular car racing, a driving game, it's like you get this mentality like it's more simmy. You got to adhere to like basic car functionality.
Fine, Brian. the Switch in Japan is the same as the Switch in America.
I don't see like
difference.
where region.
I don't think there's even a difference in the wattage of the power supply.
I mean, that's part of the reason why they made it region free, so that they didn't have to make like 3 different versions of the game for like all the different regions.
So your Nihongo Switch is just as Waruro as ours.
Yes.
Warui. I don't even know Japanese. Sam Sindelar says, so if Nintendo of America is going to be fixing drifted Joy-Con for free without checking the warranty, that would be awesome. I live in the US, but I bought my Switch in Tokyo. I've been having Joy-Con drift on my left Joy-Con to the point... Oh, wait, this just completely blindsides Brian's comment. To the point where I can't even navigate the home screen properly, much less actually play a game using it. I bought new Joy-Cons, but still wanted to fix my old ones and was worried that Nintendo would never address this. Hopefully, they start fixing this soon. You could... Yes.
Yeah,
call them up, get your freaking Joy-Con fixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, now we're in the chat for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at Superchats or anything recently.
Me neither, actually. And I closed Streamlabs because of course I did.
Okay, Cherokee. We got 7 with 14 Czar. Super chats are available here now. Have some Rand.
Rand?
What is happening?
Oh, I'll look up
Thank
what that is.
Thank you for the 14 Rand. Monkey with €5 says, hey, or pounds.
Pounds.
Says, hey guys, this is my first time making it to a stream. Time zone is a bit annoying for me. 2 a.m. here. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Czar are South African Rand. It's basically South African money.
It's like 2 a.m. for him too.
Yeah. Damn. And what was it, 14? How much is that? It's $1.
Thanks for $1, dude.
Thank you.
All right, we're in the chat. Ryan Rumsey says, have either of you watched the Donkey Kong documentary, King of Kong? No.
Yes. That is a very good documentary.
No, but everybody likes to say that I look like the guy.
The Billy Mitchell.
No, I don't.
Asshole. King of Kong is a great documentary. It's very out of date now because I think Steve Wiebe broke the record 3 times after that, and then someone else came in, a completely different person, and shattered the record completely. No one's ever gotten close to him. And then Billy Mitchell was disqualified, and all of his points scores were taken off because he cheated.
Yeah, he got found out of being a big
but King of Kong is really good, so I highly recommend it.
MX Wood says, I wonder if they'll see my past comment. Well, there goes that. TJ Baraka says, it's so you can publicly see the characters in Mario. If they're in a car, you wouldn't see and distinguish them. That's a good point.
There you go.
Put them in convertibles.
Yeah.
Freaking Sonic, they're in cars.
They're in cars with their convertibles.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I did see MX Wood's previous comment. Will, I got an idea. Do a Resident Evil comics and movies video, then stream a Resident Evil game with Bob and AJ. Also, Bob, would you be willing to put Twitch live streams on the VOD's YouTube channel?
I know what you meant. I just didn't answer your question, and I'm sorry. Yeah, then I got to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it because I've started to now record all of the streams that I do.
Yes.
So they might end up there. I don't know. I also don't want to flood the channel with just 3-hour videos. Tyler says, "Hey, you guys played this old strategy game called King of the Castle?" No.
No, I've never.
I used to play this game in hotel rooms called King of the Castle, where the first person who wakes up has to build a fort, and the first one to reach the ceiling wins. So if there's a bunch of people sleeping in the hotel room, first person who wakes up just starts piling stuff, and then someone else will be like, "Oh no!" And they'll get up and start piling stuff, and the first person to reach the ceiling is the King of the Castle. And then you have to pay a fee to the hotel because they have to clean extra because everything's all
And MX, no one's gonna watch the Resident Evil comics video. Just
there's Resident Evil comics?
Yeah, I bought one at PAX.
Oh, yeah. There's Call of Duty comics, too. Jimmy Lee did some art for one of them. Rockin' Val says, "Hey, guys, are you going to Long Island Retro Gaming Expo on Saturday? I know you're doing a panel on Sunday.
Yes.
I was just curious if you're going Saturday just to walk around. I couldn't find you guys on the schedule. Guys,
yes,
we're going to be at the Long Island Retro Video Game Expo, not this weekend.
The following weekend, August
right?
10th and 11th. We will be there both days. We will be walking around the show floor on the 10th, and our panel is at 3:30 on the 11th in the main theater.
Whoa. You better be there.
Yeah.
Especially if you're from Long Island.
Yeah.
I want to try to set up like a meetup somewhere on Saturday night somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
But yeah.
How else are we going to give modern vintage gamers a controller?
Right. So if you're from Long Island, definitely come to hang out. Tickets are very cheap.
Yeah. It's only like $25.
I've been going to this thing for longer than I thought.
Yeah.
I think I've only missed one.
Yeah.
They used to have it out east at a hotel, and I used to go to that and not realize that that's what it was.
Yeah.
So this, it's awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah. It's great. It's easy. It's convenient.
Yeah. It's like too many games, but right next to our home.
Yeah.
This is the last one I'm going to read. Kool-Aid says, "Wulff, it's been killing me for some time now. Your SNES is slaughtering my OCD, please."
Oh, it's lopsided. Askew, yeah.
That's because it has the power thing in the box underneath it, and it's like, I didn't do it right. It's like lopsided. Too bad. Mecha Dragon says, "I'm about to buy a Sunday pass for that." Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Why can't your panel be Saturday? I wanted it to be Saturday.
Yeah.
They moved it. I'm going to throw a big hit.
I think we're the last panel.
Ooh.
So we're closing.
Yo, we're closing it out.
We opened too many games, and we're closing Long Island Retro Gaming.
Because we're a hometown.
Yeah, that's what it is. Take that, whoever was my prom king and queen.
Father Change-Stein says, "Will the bagel guy be?" I saw a video of him like getting pictures taken with people and like, hanging out, and I was like, he's dangerously close to me.
Yeah.
We could just be out and see him at any moment.
I saw him at one point just driving. He was walking on the sidewalk. I'm like, can't be him.
We used to hang out at Bagel Boss.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Not that one. There's like 5 Bagel Bosses on Long Island. Yeah. We hung out at one for the longest time. I thought it was ours.
That one I used to go to when we had a practice space over there.
Yeah.
The Oceanside one, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Long Beach.
Bayside.
Bayside?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah.
Never mind. I haven't been to that one. Mm-hmm. But still, he's dangerously close.
Yeah.
Ryan Rums says, "Bob, what are you streaming tomorrow?" Freaking Mario Maker, man. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wolfden Live is every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on youtube.com/Wolfden. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put it up as an archive version on Thursday for you to watch on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well. We are also an audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. And if you listen to us on any of those platforms, any of them at all, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us because that helps us with placement on those respective stores.
Check out expo.liretro.com. How much? Let's see how much.
I think it's $25 per day.
22 for an adult and 12 for a child. So get a bunch of friends together. Get a trench coat. Stack yourselves.
Yes.
Get a $22 ticket for 2 people.
Yes.
Right? So yeah. Oh, you can get a 2-day pass for $40.
Yeah.
Not too bad. There's a Retro Gamer VIP package. Weekend pass plus Long Island Retro Gaming t-shirt, drawstring backpack and pin for 65 smackers. I think Becca Dragon asked if we'll have a table. No. But the con is there's a lot packed into a small space. Yeah. You will see us.
You will see us. And if you see us, don't be afraid to ask for an autograph or a picture. We will do it.
We will be shopping.
Yes.
Just interrupt us. But also, you will definitely be able to see us at the panel, and afterwards we'll be able to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So if you want to actually talk to us, Sunday, 8:30 is a good time.
Also, before we go, Eric Henley said, Will needs to implement the Clips channel into his spiel. I don't know if I spelled that right, but I don't care.
Oh, yes,
yeah. Of course, if you just want to watch a little bit of the show, not everything, if you just want a specific topic, we have our, what is it called? Wolf Den Live Clips?
Yeah, there's no URL yet.
Okay.
But you can go to our main channel and there's a link.
There we have a channel just for clips from Wulff Den Live.
I think it's in the description.
Go there.
Yes, it's in the description.
Subscribe, and this way you can get just the best parts of Wulff Den Live.
Yeah. Even though you already sat through this whole stream.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.